Hey guys, I just want to start off this course with looking at just two perspectives on wealth that I found really important on my journey towards building additional income and building some passive income streams. The first one is ideas versus execution. So Derek Sivers on his blog sivers.org was quoted as saying that ideas are just a multiplier of execution. So he explained how he's got an ideas point and an execution point philosophy where you can have, say, an awful idea, and if you have a brilliant execution, you're still going to lose money on it. You might have a kind of so-so idea that he's, rated on here at 5 points. And then you times that by, say, quite good execution, and you got 5 times 100,000. There's, $500,000 potential in that idea. It is actually a really great model and method for looking at how a lot of people put all this emphasis on the idea and that's what they've got to protect, but they don't realize how much work there is in actually getting out there and putting that idea to test and making sure that people want what you are producing for them. So you definitely don't want to create something beautiful and amazing that no one wants, especially if your idea and your purpose is to actually make money or build passive income streams. So definitely look at your ideas as not your darling children, but see it more as, okay, I've got this idea, I'm going to test it out, I'm going to see how it works, I'm going to get feedback from people, from a good range of people, not just people who are going to put you down and say your idea is rubbish, but from a wide range of people, and do some cheap tests, do some cheap, quick ways of testing that idea and seeing if there's a bit of interest in it, because then you can start working on the execution and getting things practically done. The second concept we're going to look at is about how you are just adding value in whatever business idea that you go ahead with. All you're looking to do is add value in people's lives. So the steps here are discovering your talents, recognizing your skills, because often you get skilled up in different areas just through the way that you're educated or where you're born or the different things around you. You get skilled up in areas where you might not necessarily be like your deeper talents for doing things. So recognize that you do have skills. You might be doing some parts of your business where you're not completely passionate about doing, and later on you could look to say outsource that or have another staff member do it. But early days, you're often doing a tiny bit of what you're passionate about and a whole lot of things that you're skilled at or growing in skill at. Point 3 in adding value is finding problems in areas that interest you. So that is tapping into the places where you're passionate about. But the main thing you're looking for is finding where people are struggling in those areas and looking to provide solutions to their problems, and people will love you for doing that. And then the next step is just researching, making sure there's enough people who have that same problem. If it's you and 5 people down the street, then it might not be enough market size to actually turn it into an ongoing revenue stream. But in some specialist areas, it possibly could be. And finally, 5 is working hard to tailor your idea to solve those people's problem. I mean, if you can solve a big problem for a few people in a specialty area, say you're a heart surgeon, then you'll get paid a lot of money. But if you can solve a big problem for a large number of people in a general area, then you can make a lot of money from being more of a generalist. So something like, say, Facebook in that example would be where they're solving a connectivity and a networking kind of problem, and they're doing that for a large number of people. So that's where they've added value. And throughout this course, finally, my final point is that we're going to be looking at leverage. So it's leveraging those talents and those skills to be able to provide the most value to people in areas where you can identify those problems and you can provide the most value to them. And so in doing that is the kind of perspective that I want you to have as you're going throughout this course.